Following the collapse of the Terence Crawford vs. Errol Spence rematch, Crawford has now turned his attention to Jaron Ennis, publicly demanding that the young star step up and face him next. According to veteran boxing reporter Dan Raphael, the highly anticipated rematch between Crawford and Spence has officially been called off. Adding fuel to the fire, Michael Benson also reported the update, confirming that Crawford seems eager to stay active and prove once again why he's the top pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Tweet: The Terence Crawford vs. Errol Spence rematch reportedly now looks like it is not going to happen. It's claimed this is due to a variety of reasons, including the fact that Spence recently had cataract surgery. With the rematch against Errol Spence Jr. now on the back burner, former world champion Antonio Tarver believes Terence Crawford should face Jaron Ennis next. Tarver explained that the only reason Ennis has been sidelined so far was because of the planned Crawford-Spence rematch. But now that the rematch seems off the table, Tarver says if Crawford remains at welterweight as the reigning champion, he has to take on Ennis. However, Tarver also made it clear that Boots still has a few hurdles to clear before truly earning that shot. Let's say Ennis tears through the welterweight division, Tarver said. If he beats top contenders, unifies titles, and proves he's the man, then moves up to 154 and takes down a top guy, I definitely believe Crawford will face him once the public demands it. But right now, the risk-reward just isn't there for Terence. He won't get the credit he deserves. That's why he's eyeing bigger names like Canelo. He wants challenges that truly elevate his legacy. Meanwhile, Roy Jones Jr. sees things a little differently. He believes Jaron Ennis already has what it takes to be a serious threat to Crawford. We haven't seen Boots in with someone who's really tested his chin yet, that's the only unknown, Jones explained. But in terms of skill? He's got everything. That's what makes a fight like this dangerous. When two fighters have that level of talent, anything can happen. Don't get me wrong, Bud has the same skill level too. That's what makes it such a great matchup. According to Coach Ray, though, Crawford may be considering other directions entirely. He believes Terence might be looking to move up in weight for fresh challenges rather than staying at 147, setting up even bigger fights in the near future.
Move up, 54, fight somebody there. I talked to Terence Crawford. He said him and Jaron on two different paths. Jaron, he running the game right now, about to be out. He said he got about 2 or 3 more fights, and then he's gonna leave it to that young lion. Errol Spence at a point where he's ready to fight people on his level that know what they want, know what they throwing. He can time they're throwing, know what I'm saying? Things like that. He don't know what Jaron gonna be throwing. He don't know where that shit coming from. He don't know how bad it's coming. Let that young lion go ahead and do him after I finish.
At this point, Rob Acosta believes Terence Crawford is running out of options for his next opponent. He explained, I don't want to sound comical, but the walls are closing in on Crawford. What can he really do now? Either vacate and move up to 154 for a new challenge, or, if he's chasing true legacy, face Jaron Ennis for the IBF title. If Crawford beats Boots, he'd become a 2-time undisputed champion in the same division. That's history right there. That's a legacy stamp that few fighters could ever match. Meanwhile, Gabe Rosado shared a similar view but added his own twist. While Crawford has teased a move up to face Canelo Alvarez, Rosado admitted he'd rather see Crawford stay at welterweight and fight Ennis instead. I'm just not interested in Crawford versus Canelo, Rosado said. Those are two completely different paths. Canelo's at 168, that's his world. If Canelo wins, people will say Crawford was too small. There's no real benefit for Canelo, and for Crawford, it's a win-win. Boots, on the other hand, earned his spot. He's been taking out the guys he's supposed to beat. Crawford and Ennis are in the same division, and this is a young man's sport. Adding to the conversation, Brian Norman Jr., who has sparred with both fighters, gave a unique perspective. He said that while the fight would be extremely close, if he had to bet, he'd lean slightly toward Ennis. I've been in the ring with both, Norman explained. They're both sharp, both dangerous. But Boots has that youth, that hunger, and sometimes, that's the difference in a fight like this.
But I'd say 50-50 because they are very similar, like you said.
You know they 50-50, but of course that's my man. That's my man. So we gonna have to say, you know, if you gonna make a bet, I'm gonna goddamn say Boots. You know what I'm saying? If you make a bet,
I can't say that 50-50 fight, but if you put money on it,
right? You maybe put money on man and say Boots.
Yeah, this
he
boy,
the young bull, right?
He the young one. So a lot of similarities, and he a lot younger. You get what I'm saying?
He's a lot younger, so we got to say Boots. If you really want to press it, you know, if you might have to press me and be like, nah, motherfucker, make a decision. I'm gonna be like, see Boots, motherfucker. No question, Boots. Yeah, but on a realistic note, I'm gonna say 50-50. I don't think that's an easy fight.
Not at all.
I don't think it's easy.
I never thought it'd be easy though. I can't say that.
I thought it'd be easy.
Tim Bradley doesn't believe Jaron "Boots" Ennis is ready for someone like Terence Crawford just yet. In his eyes, Ennis is stepping out of his league. You kidding me right now? Bradley said. I respect Ennis, I love his pops, his whole team is solid, but who has Boots really fought? Yeah, he's been knocking out guys left and right, but none of them were on Crawford's level. You can ride that wave all you want, but when you get in there with a real animal like Bud, it's a whole different game. Bradley went on to explain that fighting Crawford would expose Ennis's lack of top-level experience. Once he gets hit upside the head and realizes he can't do what he's used to doing against lower-level opponents, it's gonna be a shock, he said. I'd hate for him to take that fight too early and end up looking average. Boots still needs to be tested, he makes a lot of mistakes, rushes in trying to finish fights, and leaves himself wide open. You can't do that against a guy like Crawford. He'll make you pay for every little slip. On the flip side, trainer Greg Hackett doesn't see it the same way. He believes it's Crawford, not Ennis, who's being cautious. I don't think Terence really wants to mess with Boots, Hackett said. Right now, Crawford's looking for other options, trying to find the biggest payday or the safest path. Boots is hungry, he's dangerous, and he's got that young lion energy, and I don't think Bud wants to deal with that smoke just yet.
You could say it, man. They hyped up Michael Jordan, they hyped up Kobe Bryant, but they was the real thing. They hyped up Roy Jones, real thing. They hyped up Floyd, real thing. They hyped up Sugar Ray Leonard, real thing. They hyped up Ali, real thing. Boots Ennis is the real thing. Not because he from Philly, not because he do flashy shit in the ring. We talking about an all-American workhorse, man. We talking about a motherfucker who get in there and give it his all, and there's so many elements to Boots. I think Terence Crawford don't want to fight because it's too much I'ma have to do to fuck around with him, and I ain't getting paid for it. That's what I just simply think it is. I think Terence Crawford would fight him if the guarantee was there that I'm gonna make this certain type of money. But if I ain't making that kind of money, I ain't fucking with that young boy because it's too much I gotta do. It's too much I gotta tap into.
After hearing Terence Crawford label Jaron "Boots" Ennis an email champion, boxing analyst Stephen "Breadman" Edwards came to Ennis's defense. Edwards argued that Ennis had been long overdue for his title shot and should have received it much sooner. Boots was the IBF 147-pound mandatory for a long time, Edwards explained. He's clearly the best contender at welterweight and the most deserving of a title opportunity. I don't think it was fair to call him an email champion. Crawford had just won the IBF belt and then got stripped, that's not on Ennis. People say belts don't matter, but what's Boots supposed to do? Sit around forever? If you're the mandatory, you wait over a year for your shot, and the champion gets stripped, then you inherit the title. No one has given me a good reason why that's wrong. Crawford, however, sees things differently. From his perspective, he's earned the right to choose his opponents and chase the biggest legacy fights. Right now in my career, Crawford said, a lot of people keep bringing up Boots, Boots this, Boots that. But fighting him is a lose-lose situation for me. If I win, people will just say he was young and not ready. They'll say, yeah, he was talented, but Crawford had the experience, the IQ, the composure. That fight doesn't elevate my legacy, it just puts me in a no-win position. It's not a mega fight. Sure, it'll sell a little bit because of my name and what I've accomplished, but I'm at a stage now where I want something bigger. I'm looking to move up in weight and face someone like Charlo, that's history in the making. There's legacy, there's stakes, there's something real to fight for. Boots doesn't bring that right now. Despite that, the tension between Crawford and Ennis continues to grow. Both have traded words online and in interviews, with neither man backing down or showing much respect for the other. Their rivalry might not be official yet, but it's starting to feel inevitable.
We know.
I know everything.
I don't know nothing. I'm trying to find out what I know. Enlighten me.
What you mean enlighten you? You for the Devanese and you could for me.
You jumped up out of my sanction body to go fight in the IBF, so what I know?
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean? Would you rank that in the WBA or not?
Yo, it
or
don't
the
even
WBA?
matter. Yo,
All right, catch up, little homie. Catch up then. If it don't matter, catch up.
Yo, he picked Evan.
Catch up.
Evan was way under.
You just said it don't matter. Catch up. I'm talking about before that.
He not about it. We already know he not about what he's talking about.
I'm not about what? I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
You said I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
Man, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go ahead.
You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams, man.
Don't fight. Yo, we asked for that fight plenty of times, yo.
When?
Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When?
Man, you got right.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Also, make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen right now. There's plenty more boxing breakdowns and heated matchups waiting for you.